here we go. What is Shaw doing? I think he's trying to like delete the timeline, right? Final episode here, and I think he's like trying to like free Lala doing that. And I have see what is Shuuji then? Is he like time traveling from the future? Something he hates? Is this his mom or something? I mean, it's like yeah. What is Shuuji's like storyline? What is his powers for? He's like a ghost now. Turn into a force ghost. Shuuji-kun! Kira me! She's gonna go Kira man. There is like Kira. Okay, and his mom, she got shot in this episode. Yeah, they hate mothers in anime. It's like, whoa, a mom to shoot. Yeah, it's like, yeah, milk. It's like, what's happening? It comes to OG. Shaw's confused too. But I don't know, like, does he know what Shuuji is? Yeah, like, he comes to the original. Yeah, Shuuji is, of course, part of the original Gundam, right? Yeah, he's like, he's the new main character now. I'm kind of waiting for this to have an exit in the season. Yeah, like this will be the last final episode, but I would expect part 2 would happen. Shuuji's pissed off, man, but I hope this episode will explain what he is, right? But I will not be surprised if this actually is 12 episodes. It's like last season, it wasn't really said there's gonna be an episode, whatever. It's here, guys, finally here, the final episode of Gundam, the final time loop shenanigans. It's gonna be very romantic, you know, it's mostly a two-girl thing, yeah, obviously, I was right, Neon and Masha up here. I've been saying, guys, I told you it's gonna be the new ending, anyway, let's check it out. Yeah, so they're fighting evil Shuuji, right? And this is some kind of time. Okay. Because he will explain how he's like... How there are several timelines of them. What Shuuji actually is, I guess. Okay, finally I get the Shuuji's place, I guess. I hope so, at least. Yeah, he wanna kill her because it's her fault or something. No, he hates her, hopefully. Right? He's like, I hate this bitch. This is his timeline, the original timeline. Yeah, it's like her flashback from her memories. Yeah, but it's not a... Yeah, it's like an alternative timeline. I guess so. Yeah, she was flying on Rosen. But sure, Elmet, so it's a golem. So Elmet means golem. It's like the name for a golem in, you know, Jewish faith. Yeah, if you know your Jewish, Elmet is the name for Elmet means life and Met means death, right? So if you write in the golem's head or give it into like a, you write a letter and give it to the golem. But anyway, so it's a lot of games and so on. Like except the Dragon Story, you see the Elmet is the name on the golem and so on. Okay, so is this a Shuuji fighting then? I mean, I see what he is, right? What is actually Shuuji? Is he some kind of weird timeline anomaly? Because it's kind of the OG fighting, right? What is he then? Okay, so slice up and... No? I'm just wondering how Shuuji... This is like, you know, like, okay, back in the days fighting, right? But it's like, how does Shuuji relate to this? But I guess it's when he dies, but... And then Lala creates his world or something. Yeah, and then Shaw dies. And then of course she has like a PTSD and then she like timelines, but... I don't know, I think they're kind of recapping what... Whoa, there's a Shaw... Okay, that's a good face though, Lala, yeah, and then she's like, yeah, that creates the timeline. But what is he then? I am more wondering what he is. I mean, I know that Shaw's gonna die, you know what I mean? I'm more wondering what he is. Yeah, that is... Okay, this is... Yeah, okay, I mean, okay, obviously it was created when he died. Yeah, when Shaw's alive, okay, that's obvious. Huh. No, I think this part is like, what doesn't surprise anyone, right? But he is always killed, okay? She's done it like 20 times before. It's like Subaru. She's in like a time loop where like Shaw always dies. Yeah, it's like Emilia always dies this time loop. Oh my god, okay. And then eventually this timeline was created though, but... Yeah, okay. She's done like a lot of time loops because Shaw has like a really bad death survivability. But what is he then? Again, I guess that's what Shuuji is. Yeah, he lives in this universe, and so on, right? And she's all happy that... Oh yeah, but she never fell in love with him in this universe, but she's happy. This like the time Lala's happy. Yeah, but Shaw hates it because she's like tormenting herself in this like, you know, in the rose, we know that, yeah. So that which makes sense, that Shaw is trying to save her. But what is she? Oh, that before? He's like, I killed her a lot of times. What? He's like, Yeah, what is Shuuji again? He's like, I've been touched. I kill her in every time loop. Yeah, I kill her in all the time loops. What? Yeah, and of course Kushida also be part of it, but I think her story is kind of out of it now though. Yeah, she got shot by her daughter, her new daughter, and oh, she's gonna have some flashback too to Char. Yeah, okay, she's that for Kushida has a flashback. And she's very hot, of course, like Kushida Horse here. She's like her memories of Char at like a, I don't know, like a magic gathering, magical planes here. There's a lot of white men on this image. What's happening? Okay, she wants to be his mom. He's like, being a mother. Like, if I could be his mom, it's like, what? What? Okay, that's some weird perversion she has there. Okay. Oh yeah, she also hates. Okay, she wants to kill all humans on Earth. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, of course she does. She's like, good strategy. I like to play the old music too. Yeah. They're like. Neon is gonna do something strange as always. I mean, she had to shot mom last episode, yeah. She's like, I'm also here, Matsu-chan! Yeah. No, they're fighting here, man. She's finally gonna go against the Kira. Yeah, don't get in my way, Matsu! Oh, here we go. Now it's like Neon and Matsu together against Shuuji. This is the three-way we never... No! Yeah! Don't touch my girlfriend! This is the... No, she's also joining the weird space thing. This is a weird three-way we never saw happening, yeah. This is the weirdest. It's a Gundam three-way, yeah. It's like, no! Get away from my girlfriend! Yeah, they're... No, now she's fighting him instead. Let's combine our powers, girlfriend! But I'm running away! Oh my god, see, I told you guys a Yuri ending. Chigao! You're my real special one, Neon! See? This is a Yuri ending. See? Together, we can do... Look at her face! We got him it! This anime is super lesbian now. I'm telling you guys. They're both like fighting the evil guy together. They used to both wanna smash him. No, they're really gonna smash him together. Yeah, they're crushing him. Two girls, one Gundam, man. Jesus Christ, man. Crushing it. She fused to Gundam too. Then it really would be like that. Yeah, they're fighting with the both separate Gundams. They should have fused up together. Then my job would be perfect. Whatever, come on. You know I'm right here. This is two girls, one Gundam here. They both wanted to smash him for like 3 episodes, right? But he made them go Kira. And now instead they are betraying him together, right? Yeah. But I'm not surprised at all, right? Shuuji is this really weird character. And like I said earlier, not just the whole Yuri-wise, but these two girls never really cared about this freak guy, right? Because he was like the, you know, the power to go Kira. Like, did they actually love him or not? I don't think they ever really cared about him. He was more like the, you know, the drug basically. They was like, oh, Kira! It was more of that, right? So they kind of threatened him. But anyway, yeah, let's keep going. But yeah, like I said, right, I don't actually, I don't feel that they ever really liked Shuuji. I think it's always presented as them just being obsessed with the whole Kira, he's making me Kira, and so on. Yeah, like it's never actually been like romantically into him, right? She's always like, that stupid new types doing their own stuff, yeah. She's always like, I hate them. If I could destroy all of them, I would. And she's always nether ready. She's always in nether ready. She's always standing there, oh, my commander! She's so in love with him. She's always just, I mean, her whole character is standing there at the window, you know, being like, I love him, you know, please care about me, God Captain. Come on, seriously. She's always just like staring out. There is, you know, her beloved commander, man. She wants so much. Yeah. He's only concerned about the whole war thing. He can't see his girl, you know, because he cares about the actual important stuff, like some kind of Gundam World War V or something. Yeah, she's just like, no, I want to have romance. And then they're all fighting again. Again, back to the whole two-girl thing. Yeah, this is awesome. Of course, Shuuji is all like, no matter of time. Well, that's a good time joke though. There's a lot of, oh, he's like, wait, he's like growing to what's happening. First I thought, yeah, like Shuuji, hey, what's happening? First I thought he was like teleporting away or like time traveling away, but instead he turned into a giant Gundam. That was happening. He's like, no, I am giant Shuuji Gundam now. What? So I don't know how that works at all. Like I said, it made one way that he could like maybe time travel and so on, but now he's like growing 100 times bigger. Yeah, this is kind of strange now. It's giant Shuuji. It's not really fighting a gigantic Shuuji Gundam. I really don't get how his power works, because he got like time traveling powers, but now he's also gigantically big or something. Please someone is going to explain this to me. There is. Yeah, he's like a Godzilla size now. How did this work? Honestly, I have no idea. It's just, I haven't seen every Gundam season guy. I don't understand this whatsoever. I mean, he's like he got like time traveling powers, but now he's like Godzilla size too. I mean, I guess it's like an anime, so it's very happening. He turned into like a Kadyu Gundam, but I don't how. He's like crushing them with his. How is he doing this stuff? Neon, not my girlfriend. If you can crush Neon, man, is she alive somehow? Because yeah, I don't know. She crushed her Gundam though. But I just feel like she didn't die anyway. I don't know what's happening. How is he doing this stuff? He's a goddamn godlike being, man. Yeah, not gonna destroy it. Okay, so I save her, but not a lot of death. But Neon maybe died there though. That wasn't really shown there. But yeah, he kind of crushed her Gundam. I'm probably in space. Yeah, not much. It's also breaking here. But yeah, Ikkyo, I want revenge. You killed my Neon, maybe. I feel that Neon still survived it. I don't know why, but I just feel he has a lot of plot armor. Yeah, okay, that's really like running top of his giant Gundam size. So you can defeat it, I guess. Well, I mean, he's still in the top of the cockpit, right? Oh, nice. Dropping the opening song or something. Or it's a song, whatever. I said the opening with Gaggle is, but yeah, they dropped it like, you know what's happening? When the anime dropping the song, you know it's a finisher. Here, yeah, they're dropping like some insert song. No, okay. Either it's like an opening, right? Then you know the main cast gonna win, yeah. Not much being empowered by music. No, but seriously, like every anime where they're dropping that, like, okay, goes a song, right, where they're fighting the bad guy, okay. She's gonna win this. He's just like, yes, the power of new time. Here comes, is she still alive? What's happening? No, he kinda shoots him. They're still fighting on the sidelines. But I guess they're kinda limited time. Yeah, I guess they're killing each other. So here we go, she's gonna punch him in the face. Yeah, they're playing the music, so we get into weird time traveling again. And Shuuji is like, yes, the truth. If he's kinda happy he's losing though, it is kinda confusing what he turned into. Yeah, and the master's like, I can feel you in the Kira Kira, I will destroy you. Yeah, I will free you, I mean. I will free you with Kira Kira, yes. I will free you from the Kira Kira. If you love is the free, right? It does seem kinda strange what he is supposed to be, or how he works, but yeah, I guess she's like, no, I understand. I will destroy you now in my giant Kira Kira fight. Yeah, he's like depressed now. He's like, get free from the Kira Kira, right? Obviously. This will free me from the Kira. I can sense her Gundam power. The Gundam wants to go to Earth. See, she will talk. This is talk to him. This is what this is. She's talking him down, though. She's punching him in the face, but also talking him down, right, for being the bad guy. This is so anime now. She's just like, oh yeah, but you're wrong. And I will communicate with you how you're wrong. You know what I mean? No, but honestly, this is very good. This is very anime. She's like, I just killed you with my blade, but also let me explain to you why you did wrong. Yeah, your depression is you're idiots. Exactly. I will show you the truth of life and so on. Yeah, I'm set her free now from this weird time traveling thing. Stupid new times. So she finally wakes up. Well, if she wakes up though, maybe Shuuji lose his powers then. Yeah, if Lala wakes up, I guess he won't have his powers anymore. If she can control it, I mean, probably. I mean, I guess so, I probably can control it. Oh, she's gonna kiss him or something. They're kissing him inside a weird time traveling thing. Maybe she gets insta-pregnant now. I'm just throwing it out there. It wouldn't surprise me if she's like, gives birth in the very next scene then, because it's some time traveling and shenanigan. And now they're all inside the time loop now. They're all in there. Oh, the red Charles there too. Yeah, they're all in the time loop. He's like, hey bro, yeah, it's time loop too now. Yeah, they're all in the time loop. Everyone's in the time stream. We're all existing in this time shenanigan. Yeah, Nola is finally up, right? She can control the rose. Yeah, now she's like awake. She can like revert the time or something. I don't know. I do feel like it's gonna like eliminate this time loop or something, or there's like this alternative time path here. Now she's doing this thing. Is all the cats gonna die, so to speak, or this version of them? Because now she's just to erase this like timeline. Maybe. It's definitely unclear what's gonna happen now. Yeah, she makes like it's exactly like, are they all dead now? Like, in this version, so to speak. Huh. That's like, they all died. He's fine though. He's floating in his cockpit. Shaw is fine too. Well, maybe this version of Shaw is fine because he's like in this timeline is fine. Oh yeah, he's Gundam. Oh yeah, he's perfect strategy. I survive easily. Yeah, no problem. Okay, is Neon alive? I think Neon is fine. I keep saying it, but I think he's gonna find her now also in the same thing here. This is a bunch of half-destroyed Gundams all in space here. Yeah, I feel you're gonna like find them, the rest of them fine now, right? He's there too, of course. Yeah, the other... he was really much of a character, I'll be honest, in this season. This, like, the original pilot in the episode 1 and so on. He had a little bit screen time, right, in the beginning, and then yeah, he did reappear a little bit, but yeah, he was kind of dropped after a few episodes. And then we could hear him. Yeah, she's like, oh, my beloved commander. Neon is fine, yeah, she's fine. She's just like floating around in space. That's what I mean, they're all fine though. Mashu's fine too. She Kira hard though. Yeah, she's coming out of the Kira now. It's all sweaty now. There was a very hot Kira. Oh, they're playing the opening now here. That was a very hot Kira there. She's coming out like a sauna or bust, I say, right? She's drenched in sweat, yeah. She was like, that Kira, oh! She was like, that looks so weird. That was on purpose, clearly. She was like, that Kira. This is... or no? It's supposed to be Lala saying, well, that was a word. Oh, that was this place. Or maybe it's their cell or whatever. Oh, I guess it's really leaving, like the poor people. Oh, this of course gonna be Anki, right? Like out there sunbathing or something. And Char is, I guess her and Lala, I guess she's gonna be happy now, of course. Yeah, they're gonna be like, it's like a very romantic ending here. Yeah, he could find her in this world and he can live happily ever after. Everyone kind of survives. It's very much like a happy ending. I don't think like a single, like, oh, except Shuuji perhaps then. Shuuji kind of is like lost in space, but everyone else is kind of fine. And that is Anki. Yeah, everyone else is fine, right? That's my girl, yeah. She's like, oh, that sassy little girl, yeah. I trained her well. Obviously, mom too. Yeah, mom is like, she also said the cat that could have more screen time. Yeah, she was like that mommy that. Yeah, Machu-chan. Yeah, that poor mom didn't have much. Yeah, we saw her husband is the one. Oh, that's like Neon beach now. Oh, they're having a Yuri ending. Give me that Yuri ending. Come on, they had the whole like, let's keep up, girlfriend. Come on, they're gonna have a Yuri ending now. Yeah, they are alone, the two of them, on the beach. This is like absurdly happy ending here. Yeah, there is like, yeah, girl. Yeah, Neon got a new outfit. So they lived happily ever after? I guess so. Yeah, they just live together on the beach. In the bikinis. Yeah, some more fan service. She's like, yeah, Neon, you and me forever. And they were roommates forever. Like, it kind of ended with you ending. They were roommates forever. It was like a happy ever. Char is alive and he meets Lala and they like live together and... I guess mom was happy because she knows Mash was alive, but everyone got a happy ending except Shuuji, and then it's just like they're living together on a beach somewhere, like, you know, they're roommates forever. Yeah, they can turn into roommates. That really was the roommate ending. Especially early when they finally together, absolutely, Jesus Christ. So let's first talk about Shuuji and the Gundam, right? I did feel that her kiss him, whatever, like who cares? She obviously loves Neon, I just want the ending. But no, it felt a little bit like. I still don't really get what Shuuji is. I mean, I'm just gonna say that, you know. I think that he is a little bit of too much of an anomaly here, where I'm just like, so he wants to, you know, save Lala and the world, and he's been doing the time loop several times, and that's pretty cool. There's a little bit of like, you know, Groundhog Day, whatever for him, right? Or like a longer, you know, Groundhog month, years or whatever. But I do really feel like they didn't really explain what he was. Like he's guided by the Gundam or something. Like it's his connection to the Red Gundam that makes him understand the world or something like that. I really do feel that I wish they would explain really what he was. He just like has the Gundam. Because if he's saying that, you know, he's always killing her, not always, but if he had killed her or stopped this thing or whatever several times, that means that he's like what destined to find the thing or something. Because he himself is still just a normal person, right? Or I mean a new type, but like whatever. But he's not like a special kind of a time traveler. It's more that every time he finds the Gundam, but then he gets the powers, and then he tries to kill her or something. Or at least in many of these universes, he has done the same thing. Like again, he's like destined to get there. I think it doesn't make much sense. Or I mean, maybe it does make sense in the sense that he's like, you know, he's stuck in a time loop in a sense, right? But it's like a little bit like, how does it actually work? So I don't really buy his explanation. Or it's rather, I'm also saying it's a plot hole. It's more that I'm just like, this could have been deeper explained, right? This could have been better explained than just him being like, oh, I'm in a time loop, so I keep doing this every time. He's like, okay, I guess. But why is he in a time loop? That's what I'm wondering, right? Why is he in a time loop? And also, if he knows he's in a time loop, and it also connects with what he said, and much just like talks him down because kind of like, oh, I get it. You're stuck in this time, you're depressed, right? You're sad or whatever, because it's terrible being in a time loop. It's not even your own time loop. It's that all the girls in a time loop, and you're in a time loop. But it's like he doesn't get out of it. I don't know. It felt a little bit like, what's his motivation then? Would he try something new every time to get out of the time loop or something instead? I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, so that is the final episode. What do you guys think? I think there was a kind of weird ending, honestly. I'm gonna come out and say that I wasn't too happily that everyone had a happy ending, but I wasn't surprised either, right? When we saw Shuuji crushing Neon, I immediately expected her to survive that, right? It was kind of this weird death scene where he just takes her body, you know, and he like does this thing, right? But he very clearly only is holding her legs, basically. It felt like that, right? Where it's very clear that, oh, you know, her Gundam got destroyed, her Diablo got destroyed, but he didn't actually kill her. that's what I felt immediately. And then the end of the course with the happy ending Yuri roommate thing, like the two girls are living happily ever after at like Hawaii or something. You're like, yeah, that was interesting. But I don't know, it felt a little silly how like everyone survived too. Like Shaw is like, hey girl, it's coming to do. It was a little bit funny, but also a little bit like, huh, that was kind of a happy ending for everyone, except of course that Shuuji, they kind of like, oh no, I'm this evil ghost guy, I'm gone now from time traveling loop. But everyone else kind of had the ending they wanted, right? Even, you know, kind of the guys on the fleet kind of characters too. They all like live together, happily working for the military or something. So a little too easy, perhaps, for all the characters involved, maybe for all the like named characters to some extent. But otherwise, I think it was a great fight. You know, I loved the teamed up, right? That was a three-way. I kind of expected it to happen earlier too. You know? I mean, I've been saying it from the beginning, right? That I feel that they are gonna end up together. Yeah, they both keep fighting. Exactly. I mean, honestly, I said it like 10 years ago, right? They're both like both these girls will keep fighting over Shuuji, but in the end they're gonna end up together in like a Yuri ending. So I'm kind of happy with that. I was like, yeah, it's kind of what I expected, right? You know, those two girls teaming up, right, against the evil Shuuji. So that was great. I don't get how he went into a giant form or something. Maybe he's playing some more Gundam. He's like new typing his time traveling powers and turning like a 100 times size Gundam. I don't know how that works, but that to me didn't make any sense. That to me felt like, whatever. He got the power of time traveling and like, I don't know, time looping or something. So he's just big now. Like whatever, he's go with it. Yeah, it's like I guess. But otherwise, I think this season has been kinda. I mean, I don't think it was nearly as good as Mercury, right? I think it had a little bit. Some people hated it because it felt too short or whatever. And I don't think it's too short. It's like a normal anime season, right? Most animes are only 2 episodes, right? But I think one issue is that it probably shouldn't have spent those episodes on like building up the characters. And for me, being like kind of noob Gundam fan, I only having seen kind of the recent seasons, right? I haven't seen the middle ones, like 6 or 7 or whatever, so to speak. It might be needed, but I still think that shouldn't be in like the normal episodes, right? In some other shows, when they have this like recap, recollection, and this is almost building up to an alternate title or whatever. But I think the episode 2 could have been like a separate episode, you know what I mean? And I know there is a movie, right? I know there's a movie, so that's a little bit probably why I felt too short, because it's like, yeah, you have this movie, and then you're still doing the episode in the movie as well, right? To some extent. And that obviously, loses like 2-3 episodes, right? So they probably should assume that you have seen the movie. I think so, you know what I mean? There's a lot of animes, right? For example, Made in Abyss, top of my head here. It's like the first season, right? Then you have the movie with Bondru, the main storyline with him. And then you have season 2 after that. Second season of Made in Abyss just assumes that you have seen the movie, right? And the movie is like, 3-4 episodes, maybe more, right? But you know what I mean? They just assume that you have seen like those 3-4 episodes, but basically in between the first and second season. They don't even recap basically what happened in the movie, right? I think that would be a better way to do it. Where it's like, we have this movie explaining the all timeline and show, you just go with it, yeah. Like it's the user's fault. I think that's better. I mean, of course you can have a short recap, maybe sometimes, but not the whole like full episodes. What do you guys think about that? But that's probably a little bit of an issue. because this anime is probably only like 10 episodes long, you know what I mean, instead of being 12, right? Something like that. But it did feel a little bit, maybe there are too many characters. That's a negative now. I mean, I liked it. I liked this season, but when I saw like Mom, for example, here in the last bit here, and also Anki, right? I did remember that, yeah, she has her mom, which she kind of hates. Then she has, you know, the sassy, the waifu, the gal, which is a cooler character, of course. But after she shot her, you know, they hate mom in this anime. They really hate moms, right? After she shot her, she kind of like wasn't in the anime anymore, even though she obviously survived the bullet, right? Because the bullet just kind of like missed her, just grazed her like next to her face, right? So she kind of survived that, but she never had any more screen time. And Mom was the same way too, right? So that I feel is an issue in this show, that they have a bunch of characters that are only in the beginning of the show, or the first 6 episodes, and they don't really. Same thing with the pilot guy. I can't remember his name now. Generally, I can't remember his name now. The first pilot, right, which her Gundam she stole from. That guy has been in the anime a little bit, right, but he kind of didn't have anything in the middle of the show, and I can return again. So I think those kind of characters really aren't that fleshed out, and they just kind of exist. And maybe it'd be better if they had fewer characters. For example, right, Mom and Anki could have been the same character, right? Honestly, I'm thinking about it, because we had the third Mom that also died. You know what I mean? That died, right? She could have been there. So on, yeah, it's a little bit like that. I think for example, commercial Mercury, which most of the other crew members and so on are more fleshed out, you know, like the Suletta team and all the guys and the guys and brothers. They have more storyline, the other characters. You kind of know more about them in the sideline. To some extent, maybe. What do you guys think? Comment below and have a great day.